After Rosella taught me what she thought I should know, I began to have some ideas of my own. She ended it then, and she went on to the next boy. That was how she played her game. Like your friend, the lieutenant. That is his game too, isn't it? Resi reminded him. He turned back around to look at her. The sunlight was shining on the bed where she sat dressed and ready for the day. I had not thought of it that way, but I suppose so. She asked him, Were you not humiliated? Why would I be humiliated? It was a lesson I willingly learned from a willing teacher. There was no shame attached to it, Mauro declared honestly. I did not fall in love with her. It was just a little sport. He hoped this was the end of the topic. Resi thought his reasoning was too one-sided to be satisfied with its conclusion, and asked, If you were a girl, Mauro, would there not be shame in such a game? He was eager to leave for breakfast. The men would be waiting. Mauro stood in front of his troubled wife and tilted her chin up, looking down into her alluring eyes. Yes, he answered firmly. If I were a girl, it would have changed everything for me and my future prospects. I might have become pregnant and had a bastard child, and where would that have left me at 17? He walked away from her and grabbed his hat from the peg. Resi followed him to the door. And Lady Rosella? Did she not have any bastard children from all her affairs? He did not have to think long about it. I believe she does have several children now, but she was a married woman, remember? I suppose she would lay with her husband every once in a while and claim they were his. He tried to smile at her again. That seems rather complicated. Or rather simple. It worked for her. He wanted to go now, but not without a proper closure to their conversation. He bent and kissed her slowly on her lips, and she relaxed in his arms. He released her, satisfied that he would have the last word, and added, Either way, I hope it does not give you any ideas. He opened the chamber door. Her eyes twinkled mischievously when she said, It is a little late for that warning. Is it? Do you have something to confess? He asked with a flash of jealousy. I'm only teasing you. Your men will hardly hold my hand to help me down from the wagon. I think you have trained them too well to not touch their commander's wife. That is good to know. Come, let's go have breakfast with my timid soldiers. She took one last glance into her long looking-glass before he led her out the door. Do you mind if I go back to wearing my robes? She asked. I'm having a hard time feeling comfortable in these tight bodices and the stiff skirts. Maybe if you did not sleep in them, they would be more bearable. She frowned at his comment, so he conceded. Do whatever you like, Resi. Your other dresses are very becoming, and they cover you more. Mauro winked at her as he took her hand and led her down the quiet corridor. Don't you like to see more of me, Mauro? She asked playfully. I can see more of you every night. I do not want the castle to see more of you, though. He stopped at the top of the stairs and touched his finger along the edge of her bodice, where the top half of her breast spilled over. Did you not say there was some lace that came with this dress? Yes, there was some included. How far up would you like me to tuck the lace? Up to my neck? He laughed softly as he visualized it. Yes, that would be fine, he said.